This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' premier and longest-running weekly motor news and features TV and online magazine. I am Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Here are this week's features to watch out for. On Motoring Forum, we shall discuss the significance of exclusive bus lanes on EDSA. A road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on who has the right of way when there is no stop line on the main road. This week's Bang Chaper shall be about the no smoking policy in PUVs. Showcase this week shall have the van from Hyundai, the Staria 2.2 CRDI GLS Plus 8AT. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the 2023 Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup Leg 1.
All these plus the latest news in transportation and traffic management, as well as developments in the automotive industry, are on this week's edition of Motoring Today. Join us.
Life should be filled with stories to be liked and loved. Elevate your drive with the new Honda City. Take value and performance to the next level so you can view more places and check into new experiences. With Honda Sensing, you can do all these with peace of mind with its modern design and advanced features. The new Honda City is for those who are ready to step up their game. The new Honda City. Elevate your drive.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Here now are the latest news and developments in the country's transportation and traffic management. The DOTR has revised projections for completion and start of operations of the Metro Manila subway. The Department of Transportation is aiming to complete construction of the Metro Manila subway project by 2028. The DOTR also expects the subway to begin operations in 2029. These projections were revealed by DOTR officials to members of media invited to inspect progress of the tunneling work for the project at the Valenzuela Depot and station. The inspection showed that more than 200 meters of the southbound tunnel for the subway have been completed beginning at the Valenzuela Depot. According to media reports, DOTR Assistant Secretary for Rails Georgette Aquino said the plan to begin partial operations of the project by 2027 has been shelved in favor of full operations by 2029. The Metro Manila subway project aims to build a 33-kilometer subway system from Valenzuela City to Bicutan in Parañaque City. The tunnel boring machines being used for the project can lay down 8 to 10 meters of tunnel segments a day. It may seem dim and far off at this time, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel for the Metro subway project. Meanwhile, Davao City is leading the way towards a more efficient and greener mass transport system. Davao City is undertaking a $1 billion project to modernize its mass transportation system. Funded by a loan from the Asian Development Bank, the Davao Public Transport Modernization Program, or DPTMP, is expected to transform the quality of the city's public transport and support its rapid economic growth with a low-carbon and climate-resilient bus system. The program will see the procurement of a modern fleet comprising around 1,100 electric and Euro 5 standard diesel-fueled buses with operations managed by the private sector under performance-based contracts. The new fleet is expected to reduce by 60% the annual greenhouse gas emissions from public transport in Davao City, the country's third-largest city by population. According to media reports, the DPTMP will rationalize the current 120 jeepney routes covering 670 kilometers into only 30 bus routes. The ADB said the project includes the construction of around 1,000 bus stops with bright lighting and shelters, 5 depots and 3 bus terminals, and provide bus driving training for the new system. The project will also upgrade the city's public transport experience via an intelligent transport system that includes a bus location system, automatic fare collection systems, and Wi-Fi connectivity in buses, terminals, and depots. The Davao Transport Modernization Program will not necessarily displace drivers and operators of jeepneys. The government has assured them of assistance. Continuing, the MMDA has long been planning to make body cameras a regular part of traffic enforcement. It should be happening soon. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority plans to begin equipping body cameras to traffic enforcers assigned to major thoroughfares. According to an MMDA press statement, stakeholders support the plan to use body-worn cameras for its traffic management and enforcement operations to help promote transparency in carrying out apprehensions of traffic violators. MMDA Acting Chairman Don Artes and other officials held a meeting with stakeholders, including Rider Party List Representative Bonifacio Busita, public transport groups, motorcycle riders associations, automobile associations, Philippine National Police Highway Patrol Group, Metro Manila local government units, and concerned government agencies. During the meeting, the MMDA presented draft rules on the use of body-worn cameras for traffic enforcers and procedures when flagging down motorists. According to the MMDA, Busita said body-worn cameras will help with effective traffic enforcement operations. The MMDA said 120 body cameras will initially be distributed to traffic enforcers who are authorized to issue citation tickets to traffic violators. While stakeholders support the use of body cameras, the question is, will traffic enforcers support the use of body cameras? And finally, the MMDA will be watching over the Metro from a new advanced command center that promises to facilitate implementation of such initiatives as the traffic enforcers using body cameras and the single ticketing system, as well as emergency response and interagency coordination. The Metropolitan Manila Development Authority has inaugurated the new Communications and Command Center at its head office in Pasig City. The new CCC houses state-of-the-art facilities that include the Operations Center, Data Center, Situation Room, Viewing Room, Media Room, and Power Room. The CCC is also the nerve center for its network of high-definition closed-circuit television cameras, the Intelligent Traffic Signalization System, and Hytera Radio Smart Dispatch System with built-in GPS. During the inauguration, MMDA Acting Chairman Don Artes said the new CCC will facilitate faster and more synchronized road emergency response, disaster response, traffic management, flood management, crisis management, and public safety, while enhancing coordination with other national government agencies and the 17 local governments of Metro Manila. Artes added that the MMDA will continue to develop and expand digital systems and processes for the benefit of Metro Manila residents. These include the installation of 45-kilometer fiber optic cable networks to integrate NCR LGU's CCTVs and the procurement of artificial intelligence programs with vehicle classification, car counter, license plate, and facial recognition. There are high hopes that the MMDA Communications and Command Center would lead to a more cohesive and rational management of traffic in Metro Manila and the enforcement of unified traffic regulations. And those are the latest news and developments in transportation and traffic management. Coming up next is Motoring Forum, brought to you by Suzuki Philippines. Authorities made a big show of apprehending and ticketing scores of motorcycle riders and drivers of four-wheeled vehicles caught in the exclusive bus lane on EDSA. Motoring Forum discusses what the public thought of the show. Some are saddened, others angered that it had to take a gruesome accident and death of a motorcycle rider, all caught on CCTV, to prompt authorities to again ramp up efforts to enforce compliance with the exclusive bus lane on EDSA. Soon after the accident went viral on social media and reported and commented upon on regular media, the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority issued a press release with a stern warning to motorists and motorcycle riders to stay out of the EDSA bus carousel lane, that only ambulances and marked government vehicles responding to emergencies can use the bus lanes. More press releases came after, this time with statistics on motorists and motorcycle riders apprehended and ticketed for violations. Over a period of 11 days, 351 bus lane violators were reported to have been apprehended, according to the MMDA. Then came the day when the Interagency Council for Traffic mounted an operation that caught scores of motorists, of the two-wheeled and four-wheeled kind, all trapped and ticketed within segments of the bus lane demarcated by cement barriers. It made for great fodder for memes on social media and commentary on opinion pages and broadcast media. The more serious memes and commentaries said motorists should not have gotten into the bus lane no matter how inviting or free because others are doing it. Others expressed disbelief at some riders, claiming that they did not know that they were not supposed to go into the bus lane. Other issues were raised. The MMDA said the rise in bus lane violations came after the Supreme Court issued a temporary restraining order on the no-contact apprehension policy. MMDA Acting Chairman Don Artes was quoted in news reports as saying, "We find it difficult to enforce the exclusivity of the said lane without the certainty of a CCTV-assisted apprehension, thereby exposing our motorcycle riders to a greater risk." Many are asking for clarification on the government's plan for the EDSA carousel and busway. What happened to the agreement with private groups, essentially mall developers, to build and operate concourses at major junctions of the EDSA busway? Will the present administration continue with a plan announced by the past administration to increase the number of stations of the EDSA carousel to 29? As of December 2022, the EDSA carousel has 21 stations where passengers get on or off buses. The MMDA has been installing CCTVs, timers, and signaling systems at some stations to ensure passenger safety and to better manage the deployment of buses to meet demand. Beyond this, no other improvements have been announced. Authorities have aired plans to privatize the operation of the EDSA carousel. However, details of said plans have not been forthcoming or clarified. Meanwhile, many fear the Ningas Kugon mentality will once again prevail, with strict enforcement of the EDSA busway waxing and waning, along with accidents just waiting to happen. The EDSA carousel or busway has been a boon to commuters in the metropolis. However, more needs to be done to make it more efficient and safer, and that also means making motorists respect the bus lane. And that's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Mitsubishi Strada athlete, confident to the core.
You're back with us here on Motoring Today, and we now have this week's important motoring tips, starting off with some road safety reminders from Toyota Motor Philippines.
If you're on the main road at kung nasa stopline ka na, bigyang daan ang mga sasakyang galing sa lane na walang stopline. As seen on the animation, the blue car has the right of way. Keep this in mind to avoid meeting accidents on the road. Continuing with this week's edition of Motoring Today, let's now focus on proper driver's demeanor, especially for those driving PUVs. Here's Payong Choper this week.
Payong Choper lang kaibigan, ako po si Hares. Isa po ang kapwa ninyo Choper. Baka di nyo alam, ang paninigarilyo ay matagal nang ipinagbabawal sa mga pampublikong sasakyan.
Respeto na lang po sa ating mga pasahero, lalo na sa mga di naninigarilyo na kasakay mo. Kung ang mga pasahero ay di pwedeng manigarilyo, lalo na sigurong bawal manigarilyo ang nagmamaneho. Ang usok na dulot ng sigarilyo ay perwisyo sa taong nakakalanghap nito. Kapag naninigarilyo ang driver, wala ang atensyon niya sa pagmamaneho. Baka di mo namamalayan, wala na din pala sa direksyon ng pagmamaneho.
Kaya sundin ang batas na ito para makaiwas makaperwisyo. Ito po si Haris Morales, Payong Choper lang kaibigan. Mula sa isang kapwa niyo Choper.
Ready?
Welcome back to Motoring Today. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, the sport of rallying returned this year with the Tarlac Rally drawing 12 entries from veterans and a sprinkling of newcomers. At the end of 11 special stages, Paul Santos and co-driver Ansley Sarmiento in number 1 Honda Civic EK emerged as overall as well as Group 2 champion. Rally veteran Jun Magno and co-driver Calvin Sumagi finished the 100-kilometer rally in second overall, while topping the rear-wheel drive category on board a 3S GE Beams-powered BMW E36. Off-roader and dirt bike racer Devor Andres and co-driver Romel Okoy came in third overall on board a 1980s Toyota Corolla KE70. Only 6 of the 12 entries managed to complete the grueling rally in Parc Ferme and Service Park based inside the new Clark City in Capas Tarlac. Touge battled race organizers Easy Legaya and Stephen Alunan completed the rally in fourth on board the Best Autofix BMW 316i E36. Marvin Suzara and co-driver Charlie Cruz finished fifth on board a 2NZ-powered Corolla E100 ahead of Automobile Association CEO Mark Desales and co-driver Rixie De La Cruz.
More in the world of motorsports here on Motoring Today, as we now give you Race Weekend. Race Weekend takes us to the Clark International Speedway for the first leg of the 2023 Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup, the country's premier one-make circuit championship series.
So we're here at Clark International Speedway for the 2023 Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup. So this is our first leg out of 3 this year, and for what we are expecting this season is another very exciting year for Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup.
I just finished my first run. Exhilarating. I'm pretty happy with the way I did it. Let's see how good it is.
So I'm very happy to be back. Na-miss ko talaga to be on the track. And sabi ko nga, kahit matagal na ako hindi nakabalik dito and yet I've raced before, napakahirap pa rin and it still gives you jitters kasi all the drivers here are very good. So talagang nakakaba pa rin and you still need to practice a lot.
What a race that was for you. I mean, it was an open track for you for most part of it. You led them by, I believe, 13 seconds was the biggest margin you had from the rest of the competition. What was going on there?
Just full focus. I know I did a lot of mistakes last season, so I tried to minimize those mistakes. And I know the guy in front of me earlier, Joaquin, was fast. So my plan was to follow him, that's it.
And we move on over here. Provisional P2 for Joaquin Garrido. Joaquin, oh, you got praise from John earlier. It was a battle for you guys. There was one stretch where you were neck and neck. You were really going at it, but then eventually he broke away.
Yeah, John overall was just has really quick pace and. Sorry, it's kind of hot.
It's okay. Yeah, every driver actually that went out of their car today, they've been talking about how extra hot it is right now.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, going back, we just had a really good launch in the start where me and John were able to break away from the pack. But unfortunately, John was just more consistent and just had more pace in the car. Well, I'm looking forward to dicing with everyone again. It was amazing how clean it was, at least in my end. It was really clean dicing and it was really fair. So I'm really looking forward to that.
So for one, we have a new format that we are introducing this season. So we'll have the endurance race that we are going to witness on the third leg of this season's Vios Cup. And at the same time, as we have seen earlier during our opening ceremonies, we have seen the Corolla Altis GRS HEV. That's our very first electrified race car that we have developed for the Toyota Gazoo Racing Vios Cup. Well, what can we expect from our first electrified race car? So right now we are testing it. We are in true Toyota Gazoo Racing fashion. We are testing it and subjecting it to a motorsports environment, and that's the way we can further develop our cars, which will lead us to make ever better cars. So who knows, maybe in the next legs or in the next seasons, we can open up new classes, new racing classes exclusively for electrified cars. So that's something that we are really excited about.
Vios Cup racing has never been more thrilling and action-packed as this year's first leg of the longest-running one-make circuit racing series. And already teams and drivers, as well as fans, can't wait for the second leg scheduled to take place in September. And that's this week's World of Motorsports. We'll be back after this short break.
Isuzu Mu-X. Take the lead. The
Mitsubishi Strada Athlete, confident to the core.
Our car of the week is next on Showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee. The Hyundai Staria arrived late last year with much fanfare as the successor to the popular Hyundai Starex. This showcase checks out one of the 3 variants of the Staria made available locally, the 2.2 CRDI GLS Plus AT.
When Hyundai Motor Philippines formally relaunched the brand in the local market in August of 2022, it rolled out 2 new models of the all-new Creta, a B-segment SUV, and the Staria, a premium van or MPV, along with refreshed models in its local lineup. The Staria immediately caught the attention of the MPV and van market with its futuristic design and an interior with the latest tech and trendy creature comforts for VIP. The Staria doesn't look like the vans already in the market and should stand out with its low beltline and tall stands. Hyundai rolled out 4 variants of the Staria: the 7-seater 2.2 CRDI Premium Plus 8AT AWD, the 11-seater 2.2 CRDI GLS Plus 8AT, the 2.2 CRDI Commuter 6MT, and the 3-seater 2.2 CRDI Cargo 6MT. This car review takes a closer look at the 11-seater 2.2 CRDI GLS Plus. Like the Premium Plus and the Commuter, the Hyundai 2.2 CRDI GLS Plus 8AT is 5,253 meters long, 1,970 millimeters wide, and 1,990 millimeters tall. The wheelbase is 3,273 millimeters long, and the Staria clears the ground by 186 millimeters. Those dimensions, as well as a unibody construction and front-wheel drive layout, allow the Staria to seat 11 passengers in comfort in the GLS Plus variant with lower floorboard and taller interior height. But more on the interior later. The fascia with a unique grille, bumper, and headlight design concept. The GLS Plus features LED multi-phase reflector headlights with auto light control, LED daytime running lights, position lamp, bulb-type rear combination lamps, and fog light. The body color side view mirrors power adjust and fold and come integrated with turn signals. Like the CRDI Commuter, the GLS Plus comes with body color outside door handles, sliding rear doors on both sides, and a manual lift tailgate. The body color front grille adds rather than subtracts from the Staria GLS Plus futuristic look. It also shares the rear spoiler with a high mount top lamp found in the top 3 variants. The GLS Plus comes with 17-inch alloy wheels. One gets into the Staria GLS Plus conveniently with a smart key and button start. The GLS Plus comes with leatherette seats that look both posh and comfortable. There's ample shoulder and leg room from front to the back. Up front are seats for driver and 2 passengers. The seats recline with the driver benefiting from a height adjuster. The multi-purpose design of the front passenger seat includes a foldable center console that makes room for a 3rd passenger when raised. Right behind them is a bench-type seat for 3 which splits 60-40. 2 independent seats are in row 3. The final row features a bench set for 3 that easily slides to create extra luggage space in the back. All seats behind the driver can be folded flat to allow for more cargo space. The leather-wrapped steering wheel on the GLS Plus tilts and telescopes and comes with controls for the audio system, Bluetooth, with voice recognition as well as conventional cruise control. The 10.25-inch TFT LCD sits on the dash to display for all the relevant info he needs on the drive as well as blind spot view monitor. Front and center is the 8-inch touchscreen display for the infotainment system with AM/FM, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto that plays through 4 speakers and 2 tweeters. The display also is for the surround view monitor when parking the vehicle. Underneath the touchscreen display are the controls and buttons for such conveniences as the air conditioning system. Other comfort and convenience features in the GLS Plus include central door locks, wireless charger, USB chargers on the front tray, seat and luggage side, power windows, overhead console, and room lamps. The Staria is powered by a 2199cc CRDI VGT DOHC 16-valve engine complied with Euro 4 emission regulations. The engine generates 177 PS at 3,800 revolutions per minute and 430 Nm of torque from 1,500 to 2,500 RPM. In the GLS Plus, the engine is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission that sends power and torque to the front wheels. The Staria powertrain also comes with drive mode select from Eco, Comfort, Smart, and Sport. Unibody construction also allow for a more comfortable ride with a suspension that uses McPherson struts with coil spring in front and rigid axle 5-link with coil spring in the back. The brake system uses 17-inch discs on all 4 wheels. Hyundai also equipped the Staria GLS Plus with various safety and driver assist features that include anti-lock brake system, hill start assist control, electronic parking brake with auto hold, manual speed limit assist, and tire pressure monitoring system. It also comes with parking distance warning, forward and reverse, surround view monitor. Added for safety are dual front airbags, side and curtain airbags, child seat anchors, child lock, and 3-point seat belts.
Many believe the Starex helped make Hyundai a trusted brand in the country. The Hyundai Staria has the look, tech, and features that should attract families looking for a cool and comfortable van. That's our featured vehicle in this week's showcase, courtesy of Prudential Guarantee.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the Toyota Wigo.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. The auto industry takes center stage.
Toyota Motor Philippines has publicly launched the all-new Wigo at the Trinoma Activity Center in Quezon City. The new Wigo features a bold redesign and improved technology and driving performance. TMP believes the new Wigo will continue to be the starter Toyota or the first Toyota that people will buy.
The Wigo has become one of the favorite vehicles in our lineup. With this new model, we are showing the new features, the big changes in this product, and we believe it will continue to be the good partner of customers who are first time coming into the formal market, and we will be able to showcase to them the new Wigo.
Toyota has sold more than 149,000 Wigos since the model was introduced in the country in 2014. The new Wigo comes in 3 variants. The Wigo J, which comes with manual transmission and is priced at 609,000 pesos. The Wigo E, priced at 684,000 pesos. And the top-of-the-line Wigo G, priced at 729,000 pesos and comes with smart keyless entry and push-start ignition system, 8-inch display audio with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Honda Car Philippines also went to the mall to roll out the new City in Rio. Over 4 days, Honda showcased the refreshed City in Rio at the Mega Fashion Hall in SM Mega Mall. Aside from the refreshed look, the Honda City now comes with Honda Sensing in all variants, including the entry-level 1.5e CVT Honda Sensing, priced at 973,000 pesos. Top of the line is the 1.5 RS CVT Honda Sensing, priced at 1,128,000 pesos and features newly crafted RS design front grille with RS emblem, new front and rear bumper with carbon wrap lower molding, among other things. The new Brio is now more stylish with a top-of-the-line 1.2 RS Blacktop CVT priced at 863,000 pesos, getting piano black RS design front grille, updated fog lights and fog light garnish, RS design side sill lower garnish, tailgate spoiler and RS design rear bumper lower garnish, and 15-inch RS design alloy wheels. During the launch, Honda assured buyers that availability of units will not be a problem.
The Brio and the new City is available starting today in our dealership. Okay? And we have to assure the customer that we have available stocks for them. No? There's no issue about stocks for this new model. So if you are really interested in this model, you could visit our dealership and you could actually buy them now, starting this afternoon in our dealership.
Honda is targeting sales of 500 units a month for the City and 300 units a month for the Brio.
We have a new City and the Brio, and definitely this is one of our top sellers on the Honda Cars Philippines. So we are expecting monthly 500 units for the City and also 300 units for the Brio.
The new generation 2024 Trax has arrived, signaling exciting times for the Confident Car Company Incorporated Chevrolet.
We're very excited with the new products that are coming out with Chevrolet. We have 5 models coming out the next few quarters, and we know that our market has been very anticipating the new models of Chevrolet. So we look forward to bringing them all in, and of course it starts with this new generation SUV, the Chevrolet Trax.
Chevy Philippines is confident that 2024 Trax will be a hit with its target market.
This is the new generation 2024 Trax. It's bigger, bolder, and more refined than the previous generation Trax model. It comes with a 1.2 lightweight engine. It's a crossover SUV, and it has a lot of safety features and a lot of comfort and convenience features that we feel are going to be very attractive to its target audience of young and confident go-getters and achievers in the Philippines.
It was eminently Instagrammable, or stuff for viral videos on social media. 20 identical new Almeras in moon pearl gray rolling down the streets. Following the unveiling of the new Almera at the Okada Hotel, Nissan Philippines invited journalists and content creators to be part of the first Drive Pinas event of the year. The event provided participants the opportunity to experience driving and riding in the new Almera with Nissan Connect services. The drive covered over 600 kilometers of driving through city streets, expressways, and country roads from Manila to San Juan, La Union.
First, on the test drive, I think the most important part is that you can test the vehicle. The safety, the responsiveness, also the fuel consumption during the whole trip, and also the new things that the car brings, because we have a lot of new Nissan intelligent features for safety, but also we have the new design and the looks. We want also to have a deep dive on the new technology, especially the connected car services, that you can try, that you can understand the features, that you can understand the capabilities using from your fingertips with a smartphone, all the features that you can activate it through the smartphone.
Nissan is inviting those looking for sedans to visit dealerships to check out the new Almera, while assuring stocks are available for immediate delivery to buyers.
So today we don't have a supply concern. We have already passed that in terms that we can provide customers the units, if the Almera, if they go to our dealers. So I recommend that you go to the dealers and you can decide which color do you want.
And that's the week that was in motoring. Thank you for joining us. Also, don't forget to check us out on social media.
Until next week here on Motoring Today, now on its 37th year of continuing service to the general motoring public with a lifelong commitment to promote road safety. On behalf of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Ray Louie Gamboa.
And I'm Susie Gamboa. Happy motoring!